fan trying to clear. Sharks hold it in. That's Gaudette. He gets taken down. Mayu falls on top of him. And then trying to jab at Mayu. They want to go. And dropping the gloves is Ostapchuk. Gave Mayu no choice. Mayu says fine, and here they go. Good right by Mayu. They're trading rights. Ostapchuk going after him. Rips the helmet of Mayu off. Mayu trying to get their right arm in to switch the other side, and there's some fireworks in the second period.
Well, Ostapchuk wanted it. You're going to see Logan Mayu. It looked like Curbs he was going to skate away. Watch the original hit right here. He follows through on Gaudette, and now he's got to answer the bell. Watch the body language, though. He's been out there for 51 seconds. He's already at the end of his shift. Here's the referee.
San Jose penalty number 63, 2 minutes for instigator, 5 minutes for fighting, and a 10-minute misconduct. St. Louis penalty number 23, 5 minutes for fighting. St. Louis will have a 2-minute power play.
Yeah, I mean, that's called perfectly right there. You can't ask for a better call right there by the veteran Garrett Rank. But again, Mayu was at the end of his shift. That's why he's trying to skate away. Listen, Logan's a tough kid, and he's a taker anytime. But again, exhausted, been out there almost a minute. Curbs, I can't tell you how hard that is to not only play a shift for over 40 seconds, but then to get into a spirited scrap like that. I promise you one thing, Logan Mayu in the penalty box right now, he is huffing, he is puffing, and that could take him a good 5 to 10 minutes to kind of slow down. You saw him smile right off the hop. He grabs with the left, and he starts throwing some hard rights there. The team's loving it, and that's in back-to-back games now. We've seen the spirit. It was the Otto Stenberg fight a couple nights ago. Now Logan Mayu, and this is the togetherness Jim Montgomery has been really loving since the Olympic break. As you see Logan Mayu strapping it back on, and the Blues head to a power play.
Turns, looks, shoots, deflected down, and then getting cross-checked into the goaltender was Walker. Orlov's going to pop at Walker. Walker will drop the gloves with anybody. Toropchenko's going to get horse-collared as he tried to get into the scrum there a little bit. And I'll tell you what, Joe, it's always amazed me when a defenseman cross-checks a player into their own goalie. And by the way, Askarov very slow to get up.
Yeah,
that may be on purpose.
Yeah, he's still down. Walker went into him. He's talking it over with Garrett Rank right now. Looks like Garrett Rank's going to put him in the penalty box. I didn't see original hand up.
There's no penalty on Nathan Walker here.
There's Desharnais. You're going to see Desharnais. He's going to knock Askarov over. I mean, I can't believe that Walker's going to the penalty box. Here it is right here. It's Walker's in front on your Liberty Crease coverage. Watch how he gets shoved right by Desharnais. Here's number 5. Here it is right there. Whack from the backside. And yeah, listen, he's outside the blue paint. Orlov's going to come and protect his goalie. I don't know what else Nathan Walker's supposed to do there. Again, standing right outside the crease. And it doesn't look like Curbs they're going to be putting any other San Jose Shark in the penalty box. This may be a one penalty deal here for St. Louis. You hear the fans' reaction and all the boos. We'll take one more look on the overhead. Watch Walker outside the blue paint. He's in a perfectly fine position. He gets shoved by Desharnais from behind. I got a really nice look at Askarov right now, Curbs. He's got his right hand underneath his chest protector. He's reaching up underneath, almost like his rib cage there. You're going to see Nedeljkovic. He's going to take his equipment off. At some point, it'll be a delay of game if they don't figure this out. Now, Askarov just put his helmet back on. Whether he's going to come off or not, I think he's going to come off. He's laboring. I think Nedeljkovic is going to come into this game.
San Jose penalty number 9 and St. Louis penalty number 26. Both guys 2 minutes each for roughing.
All right. Both guys really should have probably gotten 2 minutes for hugging. They really didn't rough each other whatsoever. But when you got to throw somebody in the box, there it is.
Yeah, there's Nedeljkovic right there.
So even strength 4-on-4 hockey.
It's always a different situation for a backup goaltender to come in. So here it is right here. Desharnais from behind. And then right there, you're going to see Orlov. Yeah, so Orlov and Walker are both going to get put in for roughing. So there was no original penalty, apparently. You know, and now for St. Louis, I got to turn the page quickly. Whenever a backup goaltender comes in like Nedeljkovic, see the numbers right there. Not terrific numbers. But anyone will hear, you hear the guys on the bench right now to my right. You hear what they're saying. Lots of shots, boys, lots of shots. You want to be able to test a guy who's been sitting on the bench for almost a half a game. He's sitting around, he's watching, he's thinking, okay, this is my night off. You don't expect to get into a game, and then you're going to see right there, the San Jose Sharks forward is going to warm him up right there. Adam Gaudette, they're allowed to take a few shots just to see the puck.
Well, you don't see this very often, folks, but it's Rule 8.2, and our thanks to Dave Otto for this. When a goalkeeper is removed from the game for mandatory medical evaluation or injury, the replacement goalkeeper may be afforded a brief warm-up. Normally, if you just change your goaltenders, you're not allowed to warm them up. But in the case of them being removed for injury, you do get a few shots on that, and you do not see that very often at all happen like that.
No,